Hello again, everyone. I went out in the garden this morning. It's been the first day for quite a while that the garden hasn't been absolutely soaking wet, just to get some bits and pieces of flowers so that I could show you my squished flower technique. Now, these two prints are years old. I probably did them maybe 2 or 3 years ago. I don't remember. And just to look at them, people may think, oh God, that looks dreadful. But if you take a selective look at it, I've got a tag die here. Just look there, for example, this little bit. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? Look here. Look at this flower there. I mean, you can make, look at that. If you're selective, you can get some really lovely images from what ostensibly looks like a bit of a mess, really. Look at that. That's gorgeous. You could overprint that with a bit of something or other. So what I'm proposed to do today is just show you what I do to do the pressing of the flowers. Then I'll stop the video, clean up, because it's going to be an all-holy mess. And then I'll just make a card with some of these that are all dry, so you can see some of the applications of the use of that background. So for this, I am going to use my old Cuttlebug, because lots of these plants are really juicy. They've got a lot of liquid in them. I haven't used this for ages. This is the very first die cutting machine that I ever got. The handle comes off, but that's kind of near here and there. So I've dug out some old plates for this. They seem so small now after the ones that I've been using. And for this paper, I just used regular card, but it's a very matte finish, flat finish, and very, very absorbent. I tried using some of this card for blending alcohol ink, markers on, and they just wouldn't blend it. They just sunk straight in. So I had to find something else to use the card for. And this is one of the things which I did. So I haven't got any more of that. So this is a piece of watercolour card, which is absorbent. So this is, as I say, is going to make quite a mess. So I'm going to put, not quite, I say it's such a long time since I did it. I'm going to put some paper towel underneath the card, just to try and catch a bit of the juice. I don't know whether to put an extra layer, really. We'll see. Let's just do one at a time. Let's try this one. This is a hydrangea and a creature. Is it a creature? Are you a creature? No, I think it's just a little bit of detritus. So then we put another one on the top. So you do get 2 prints for 1. I don't know if I've got the right sandwich. We will just see, because I haven't actually started. And I might get some more paper towel at the ready, because we might get some juice running out round here. Let's see. Let us see. Now this isn't enough. There's not enough pressure in this, so I'm going to change one of these plates. Something's come out, as you can see there. Can you see? I'm going to put a thicker plate on. That is a B. Let me put a C plate on. Here's a C. Let's try this. Okay, let's see how we go. That's much better. It's groaning, it's groaning, it's groaning. Let's see what this is like, shall we? Put that out of the way. And let's have a look. Well, we've got some colour there, haven't we? Look. Ooh. Now, what we have to do is just scrape this off. We'll just get rid of it. What have I done with this scraper? There it is. And then we'll leave that to dry. There's a bit of juice. Look, not too bad actually. Even that will be not quite nice. Let's scrape this off. This bit's lovely, isn't it? Let's try it with a little less pressure and just see what the effect is. I'll try another one. Let's put this in the bin. We'll get another piece ready. Okay, what should we do this time? Let's try this. I think this is actually a weed, but we won't worry about it. Not quite sure. Don't go up into the garden very often. Put a piece of paper towel underneath. Okay. Put these on the top. Put a bit more in, shall we? What should we put in? A bit of something else there. Okay. Let's put another piece on the top. Let's try the B plate again and have a look first, but I don't know if I'll get it back in the same place. That's the only problem. Let's just see. Get my cuttlebug back. Here it is. Right. Let's get our plates lined up. Let's try this. Doesn't feel like there's much resistance there at all. I think this may be a little thinner than the last. No, there's not much. I'm going to have to use the thicker plate. Oh, it smells nice. I haven't got smelly vision, but it does smell nice. Let's try this. I must have chosen very much more juicy plants the last time because I had stuff running down all everywhere. So this is just what there was available this morning. Let's have a look at this one. Ooh, look. Look. I think I'm going to let this dry without scraping because I might smudge it up a little bit. I'll just get rid of the big pieces. But isn't that cool? So once it's dry, you can scrape off all the gubbins and then you've got some lovely, lovely backgrounds to use. Look at that. Whoa. As I say, and I think they were weeds. So I'll put them to dry. I'll stop the video just for a moment so I can set up to do, and I'll make a card with one of those ones that were made a couple of years ago. So I'll see you in a minute. Again, I'm back. So these are the ones that I've just pressed this moment, well, a few minutes ago. But they're still soggy, so I'm going to leave them to dry. And I'm going to try and make a card with some of these. As I say, don't be discouraged by the fact that it looks kind of messy, because if you are selective, this is the bit that I rather liked. Do you see that there? I think that's really lovely. I can feel a bit of gilding wax coming on, something like that. So let me cut out. Where do I want it? Do I want it there? I think that's quite nice. Let's cut out this. I suddenly realised that when I started doing this video, I'd got the other light on as well. So if there's any flickering, I am sorry. Didn't notice, but it's off now. It's just my ring light, so hopefully it should be okay. I just find that I do like a lot of light when I'm working, but I forgot about the video. So here we go. Let's have a look at this. Look at that now. Just look. Doesn't that look fabulous straight away? Just removing it from the whole conglomeration has made it look absolutely lovely. Need to put a hole in there. So I have to find my crocodile. And somebody told me I was using this wrongly. I couldn't believe I was being so stupid, really. I'd want the bigger hole there. I was kind of trying to look where it was going instead of just looking down through. Let me just put a little pencil mark on where I want it to go. I would say about there. I would think so. Right. Look through the hole, see it, and there's my perfect. Perfect. So there we go. Thank you to whoever that was who told me about it. Now, what I thought I would do to decorate this is either have one large butterfly settling on it, and I could have either a backdrop of this with a filigree, perhaps twinkled top onto it, or perhaps a couple of little ones, similarly a plain background or a fancy. It's a purely personal taste, what you fancy really. Whether you want a couple of little ones like this. I think I'll go for the big one, actually. I think I'll go for the big one. So when you've got a solid die like this, I was just advocating that you look and see what you're getting. Can't do it. But I've cut it out from here. So I can use that as a window to see what this butterfly cut out will look like. So do we want it light? Do we want it dark? That's quite nice there, actually, isn't it? That'd be quite interesting, I think. And then with the filigree decorated bit over the top. Can you see that? That should look quite nice. So I'll put that into my machine. I'm going to cut it out with this sort of guide, so I do actually know what I'm getting. There we go. Oof. I haven't got the plates quite straight, which is why it's a bit of a struggle. Right. Let's look at our butterfly. Look at that. Do you see? Look. It really doesn't take much, does it, to make a really pretty thing. Now, we may want to do a bit of embellishing. I think this would be nice to be twinkled. So, I don't know if I've got enough glue in this. I don't know when my new ones are coming. Maybe today. Who knows? I've had a message to say that they've been posted. No, it doesn't look like it. I think I'll just throw that away. Anything left in this one? This is a smaller one. There's a little, maybe a little in this. Let's just try it. Just gluing all over the top because I want to dunk it into some very ultra fine glitter. I can't see if any glue's coming out. It is on its last legs, I have to say. I've got smaller ones, but then it takes a lot of repeating to get the coverage. Right. The twinkle is at the back. There it is. I've got so many things just to hand. Right. Isn't it pretty, look? it looks as though we've had enough glue on there, doesn't it? Look at that. Gosh, that's so pretty. Now, just wondering if I'll do a little bit of titivation to this tag. I could put a body on there. I've got a load of bodies in my butterfly box, which I could get out. I've just wondered about doing a little bit of, if I have it at an angle like that, would it be nice to have some text writing straight, do you think? Let me just see what colour would look nice on there. Forest moss is a bit deep. It's the right sort of shade, but it's a bit deep. Pumice stone's a bit lost shadow. But no. You see, forest moss, according to this, is the right sort of shade. Let me try it on a bit of scrap, on a bit of this, just to see what it comes out like. Forest moss is over this side. Forest moss. I've got them arranged alphabetically. So, what do I want to put on there? Forest moss. It's very dark, look, but it's the right sort of shade. Perhaps I'll do it. I'll try it on a little bit of that. I have got some freebies from magazines that I was wanting to try. There's some script there, and some little doodads. Can you see these little? They're just sort of randoms. Let's get this out. I don't know what it came from. It was free with the magazine, Practical Publishing. Let's try some of these little gizmos. Right. Got some tiny little acrylic blocks. Don't know what these came from. Got any more? Oh, that one's got a paw on it. Couple more there. Oh, that one's got grass. Don't want to lose my grass. Let's just put those three. That'll do. Right. Here's a little. Look at this one. And this is obviously you saw it's a brand new stamp, and often polymer stamps like this don't take ink straight away. So I normally just rub them on the back of my hand. Let's just see. That just looks like a dirty mark, doesn't it? Perhaps if I stamp it off first, that's probably the answer. Have secondary stamping. Okay, so if I stamp on there and stamp on here. Okay, that's a little bit of that. I'll do a little bit of this text. I don't know what comes off, a bit of skin cells or something, I don't know, but whatever it is, it seems to allow the stamp to accept the ink more readily. That's too small. That's a bit big, but never mind. Okay, should I use the same colour? Crushed olive. I don't like crushed olive. I've never really taken to crushed olive. Let's have a look. It's so yellow. Let's just try it off first of all. Should I? Shouldn't I? Don't know. Perhaps I'll use a bit more of this and stamp it off first of all. I'm so indecisive, it's not true. Right. Where's my tag gone? Here it is. Oh, that's all right, isn't it? Yeah, that worked. Good-o. I don't want to have this straight. Let's do it without a stamp and block. There we go. Oh, that's okay, isn't it? Right. Just add a little to the edges of the butterfly, I think. Just to give it a bit of definition. Get a blending brush. I need to start labelling these. I've ordered some more so that I can keep them dedicated to a colour. I do try and clean them off, but that's a better one. Right. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? Look at that. That's good. I like that. So, just put things out of the way. That's interesting stamps on there. I have to use that. I love script stamps. I absolutely love them. So, a ribbon. I could use a body, maybe. Let's have a look at the bodies. I'll just clean this off a moment. There we go. Let's look for a body. There's one. A bit big. Let's find a smaller one. That one is attached, which is a nuisance. There's two there, a bit small. Might have to be that big one, mightn't it? Got lots of bodies. Okay. That one might do. They're about the same size. Just see if I've got any larger ones. About the same size. Is that the same size as that first one? Yeah, it looks the same, doesn't it? Oh, a bit skinnier. I'll just try both of them and see which one looks best. These two. Right. Open up my... Right, here's my piece that I'm going to cut it from. And one. Actually, let's try this bit that I've been doing the stamping off on. That might be interesting, mightn't it? I think that might be quite good fun. Here we go. Well, that's nice, isn't it? Look. Oh, it's pretty. Right. I think the smaller one it'll do for something else. All I have to do now is put on a ribbon, and I don't know about a sentiment. Should I about a sentiment? But isn't that interesting? Look at that background. You'd pay a lot of money for a designer paper like that, wouldn't you, really? So there's another little something for you to have a go at when you're tidying up the garden. As ever, thank you so much for watching.